So I'm in a situation and I don't know what to do. So this is me asking for advice and for help. So November, I got divorced from my toxic, controlling, abusive, narcissist, fuckboy ass husband, now ex-husband. I got divorced in November. In court, no, let me rewind. Every month, I would give him half the mortgage and he would pay the mortgage. Except November. November, when we got divorced, he didn't pay it. And in court, he told the judge that, yeah, we've been paying the mortgage together. I've been paying it except this month. So she said, okay, well, you have 48 hours to go ahead and pay it. He never paid it. I was awarded the home and I was to take over the home December 1. Cool. And he had all the login information. I've never logged into the mortgage website or whatever it is, the loan servicer website, because he would pay it. I would send him money on Cash App and he would pay it. So he had 48 hours to pay the mortgage for November, and then he had 24 hours to give me the login information. He didn't do either or. Weeks later, he gave me the login information, and I go so I can pay the mortgage, and I see that he hasn't been paying the mortgage for 3 months. 3 months.
Dang.
So the mortgage is 3 months behind. So, okay, so I call the mortgage company and I let them know what's going on. I go ahead and make the payment for December 1st because I'm taking over the loan come December 1st. I go ahead and make the regular payment December 1, but it's still 3 months behind. And they're telling me like, okay, well we still need the 3 months worth of money, but I've been sending my money to him and he hasn't been paying it. So he stole money from me.
It's
And
crazy.
I don't know what to do because the judge gave me 6 months to refinance this loan or do the VA loan assumption or whatever to get him off the loan, but I can't do anything because my loan is in default because he's been stealing from me. So what do I do? I mean I have to come up with $8,000. It's really closer to $10,000.
Dang.
It was like, well, if I make this payment, I just made a payment today, so yeah, it's like $8,600. I got to come up with like now, which I can't, what am I supposed to do? So like I can go to court all day and sue him for that money, but still like my mortgage is still going to be due. So what do I do? What do I do?
Mm. Wow. Wow. That's a lot to unpack. Sad. I feel sorry for her. Sometimes it's hard to kind of believe certain things off of the internet and stuff like that. But I would say this. All right. And I'm gonna give some game to ladies, guys. This is real serious. When you get into a relationship, you need to talk about money right away. You need to talk about how bills will be paid and how you should have access to those bills. So, for instance, I'll give you an example. I feel that anyone who gets married needs to get married with a prenup. That's very, very important. In that prenup, it needs to clearly state that you will have your account, the other spouse will have their account, and then you will have the family account where all bills will get paid out of that family account. So all you have to do, whatever bills, let's say, okay, you bank with Chase. That's my bank. I bank with Chase. You set up a Chase account and you have all the bills lined up in front of you with all the numbers. And you just basically go in and you put as a payee, Con Ed. I live in Brooklyn, so I'm gonna say what's for me. Con Ed, National Grid, your mortgage, whoever's the company, Wells Fargo, Citibank, Chase, Investors Mortgage, whatever the company is, Rocket Mortgage, whatever the company is, they give you that account number, you put it down. So now you have all of those bills set up and you can easily log in. Either one of you now can log into the account and you can see when the bills are due, or you would know when the bills are due because you can say, okay, mortgages, they say you pay by the 1st, but they give you up to the 15th to pay. So you already know that. Then other bills, you have to make sure that you know the login information so that you can get it, or just ask for a paper statement. So now, that way you know all the bills are paid. So now, if she would have done that and would have had access to their bank account, don't worry about his bank account, and he ain't worrying about your bank account. I'm talking about the family's bank account. You would have known that the mortgage wasn't paid, and you would have been on it. So stop living in la la land and thinking that you could just be oblivious and thinking that everything is sweet. Because now to owe close to $10,000, that's crazy. All right, that is crazy. All right, now you have to, like I said before, you have to be on it. You have to be understanding on what is going on, especially in your household. Even if you're going through a divorce, y'all both need to communicate with that. I don't care, even if my wife, even if I was to walk in and see my wife getting bust open, well, for starters, I would have a prenup that clearly states that the house is going to be sold. She ain't going to be rewarded the house. The house is going to be sold. And then even then, like, I'm not playing her because I'm not messing up my investment, okay? She want to be a thought, that's on her. I kind of feel just from this video that he was the thought, all right? And a lot of men want to say things about the women and stuff like that. But just from what she was saying, I kind of feel that, you know, he was out there, you know, busting women's cheeks and stuff like that, and she just got tired of it. But you got to be on it when it comes to money, all right? It's very, very, very important. Now, for her to save that mortgage or to save her situation, it sounds like she's a veteran. I believe that from her TikTok, I believe that she's a veteran. She can go to the bank, tell the bank, and I'm not talking about calling them. Forget about calling them. Go inside a branch and talk to a mortgage officer. Talk to a mortgage loan officer and say, listen, this is the situation that I'm going through right now. My ex-husband did not pay these payments. How can I get those payments added to the back end of the mortgage? And then I refinance. Forget about taking any cash out. Just get a cashless refinance, a regular refinance, and add that money to the back of the loan. And then what you do is you can see if you can work with the bank to say, hey, listen, I know that these payments were missed. I know it's gonna ding my credit. Can we work out something where those payments can be put to paid as agreed, because I'm refinancing or want to refinance, and I would need that to be paid as agreed because it's gonna go onto the back end of the mortgage. Or you can even call them to see if they can do that. I believe it's called forbearance or something like that, and they can probably add it to the back end of the mortgage. And you still have to pay, but they add it to the total mortgage balance. If they do that for you, that's one of the best things to do. But this is a sad story. Like I said, there's a lot of times that people rely on TikTok, YouTube, whatever, but I didn't feel like she was a liar. Shout out to the big YouTuber. I saw a little bit of this on Anton Daniel's channel, and I was like, you know what, I want to definitely talk about it because I love to talk about money. I handle my family's business, okay? And I understand when it comes down to it, because at one time, many, many moons ago, my grandfather had gotten into a situation and I had to help him catch up. And that really pushed me into the world of having to have a mortgage and stuff. I owned a house before, so I understand what it is. So it's not easy trying to do what you gotta do, especially if you're trying to do it by yourself, or even if you have a couple of rooms or apartments that you're renting, if you're lucky to have a multifamily. It is not easy because it all is gonna fall on you, because the tenants, they don't give a damn. They want that heat in the winter. They want to make sure that that water is running. They want to make sure that they have hot water. You got to do what you got to do. So I feel sorry for her, and I hope that she's able to do what needs to be done. But my brothers and sisters, if you have any advice for her, hey, put it in the comment section. And what I would do is I would go to her channel, and I'll also link her TikTok video. I'll link this video in the comment section, not the comment section, I'll link it in the description so that you can be able to go to her and you can tell her, give her some tips and points on what to do to get out of this situation. But I really appreciate you watching. Thank you so much for watching. Really appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I know your time is valuable, but you spent it with me. Can you please like, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you'll be notified for any videos that I drop. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Be safe. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. Peace.